Hello everyone. I hope you all are doing great and taking care of yourselves and your loved ones during this pandemic. Coming towards today's topic is regarding how to deal with the theory subjects, and especially I am going to talk about auditing, which is the most dreadful subject for most of us. Starting with auditing, I would like to urge you all to stay tuned till the end of the video because I'm going to share a pro tip which would be like very much useful for all of you, which was useful in my case as well, wherein I was not much prepared for auditing because of the I would say worst SFM paper during November 2020 exam, but still I managed to score well in this subject. So please stay tuned and get the most of it. So starting firstly with classes, okay. So क्लासेस के साथ क्या करना है, वॉट टू डू ड्यूरिंग द क्लासेस? डू वी हैव टू जस्ट वॉच द lectures and run through it and then go to the next lectures? So no, during the classes also I would suggest you to go through the ICI study material. First thing, divide the subject because auditing is such a vast subject. Divide it into three parts. First, most importantly, is standards on auditing. Secondly is the compliances wale topics like company audit, audit committee and corporate governance, caro, company accounts, professional ethics, which involves some kind of laws and like that, laws, clauses, section numbers. Third are the other topics. I won't call them small topics, but yes, NBFCs, banking, insurance, these topics are like they would help you earn cash marks, okay. So also MCQs, I do remember in our examination from peer review, say 10 marks of one case study was asked, and it was like a cakewalk because I was thorough with the thorough with these other topics, and I would really suggest you to start from these topics in your revision. I'll cover the revision pala section sometime later, but yes, divide this and take two decisions during taking up the classes. First is on coverage. Mind you guys, aim for 100% coverage, but if at all it is not possible to cover few topics, like in my case it was bank audit and insurance audit, so what I did was I made sure ki I am covering all the questions related to those topics, like from new study mat, old practice manual of audit, then RTPs, MTPs suggested, and whatever comes in the way, okay. So what all the questions I had covered from ICI material itself. I didn't take up another book or so for that. Then second decision I would like you to take in this period is regarding the 1.5 days wala period before the exam. So what you are going to do in 1.5 days throughout this journey till from taking up the classes till exam day, you have to follow that particular thing that you are going to do in 1.5 days. For example, I had pre-decided that I am going to study from ICI study material. However long the text may be, or however complicated it might be, I'll give you the solution in the next part of this video, ki how to simplify things from ICI study mat. What did I do? Then study material, if you have that thinking you will cover it from the some professors video lectures, then also do the same during your revisions so that you get some comfort during 1.5 days. I remember I had done everything based on the video lectures for my law paper. So yes, that is also a good option, but just decide it pre-hand and go throughout the journey in that way itself. Then the second thing, first thing about classes is this. Then the second thing I would like to take up is revisions, okay. So what to do during revisions? First बार तो ठीक है, I could understand everything. Second time when I revise, I really could not remember anything, यार श्रेया. Yeah, this happens, that is why we are discussing right now. So first thing I would like to tell is, as I said in the first part, divide the subject into three parts. Take up the other topics wala part first, get hands on it. Second thing you can take up is the compliance topics like company audit and everything, because one question from company audit, accounts, caro is to come up. Then audit committee is the emergent topic, so you'll get the question from that. And professional ethics to have some good weightage, so you can interchange these two. Like first you can take up compliances wala part, and then you can come up with other topics. But according to me, mandatory take up standards on auditing at last, because these is that part. Even if you are thorough with it, some another question is going to come up. So rather than living in uncertainty, just cover up whatever you're sure about and catch that exemption. Then how to simplify things during revisions. So first thing I would say is highlight important points. What I had done was I had taken up different color highlighters, and then I had marked some technical words with those, because technical words play an important role during audit paper. We get some marks because of those words. Then highlight those words in the study mat or whatever material you are referring to. Then second thing I would like to tell you is attach the sticky notes or make some summary notes, small notes of any difficult topic that you're getting. Then third thing I would like to say is make acronyms, or what we call it as memory techniques. Like if there are 5 pointers in any question, take up first letter of each pointer and prepare some word out of it, some meaningful word. Why I'm saying is because if you can remember that word but don't recollect what does that letter mean also, then it is all in vain. So make sure that you make such a word which is in tandem, in relevance with the question asked. Okay. Then next thing I would like to tell is cover RTPs MTPs during revisions itself, क्योंकि बात का बाद में कर लेंगे, वो बात तो कभी आता ही नहीं है, letter never comes. Then I would say to remember the audit subject, just focus on the logical flow of the subject. You will surely get hang of it कि क्या पूछे जा रहा है. For example, if we take audit of PSU at CA final level, so there are four types of audits, which in which performance audit is a bit lengthy topic out of those four. So performance audit, there are few techniques of performing that audit, so you can remember it in logical flow. It will help you recollect it rather than just mugging up. And the last thing that I would like to tell you is give tests. Okay, because we can't take up I have been listening to many people ki write at least 2 questions, but we don't get much time to write 2 questions daily. So if you are in my category that you find it difficult to write every day 2 questions, so just take up the tests. I had given say 4 tests or so for each subject. Audit was one of them, and just write it. You will get to practice more and more due to tests. So third thing that I am coming up with MCQs. So MCQs को 30 marks का weightage है, तो 2000 MCQs वाली एक book market से खरीद ले क्या? The answer is no. Just cover up the ICI entire material. It is well enough, and have the conceptual clarity in the other topics wala part. As I told you, during my examinations, peer review was asked for 10 marks, tax audit was asked for 10 marks. So 2 case studies were primarily based on the other topics itself. So focus on ICI material itself, and just don't fall prey to those market books, because I don't think those are much useful, and you will waste your time as well as money in reading those, because ICA always comes up with some other MCQs itself. So it's better to have conceptual clarity. Then the next part after classes, revisions, and MCQs is the 1.5 days revision. How to cover up the entire subject is in 1.5 days revision. So as I told, after dividing the subject, when you'll come from SFM paper, target at least one part of compliance wale topics, like you can cover up company audit, accounts and caro, or you can cover up professional ethics and audit committee and corporate governance, or you can take up some other topics wala part and cover it up. But don't sit idle on that day, because this was the most difficult thing that I had faced after coming from SFM paper of November 2020, which every one of us knows how was that paper. After coming from that paper, I was so disappointed that I could not focus. But don't do like that, okay? At least if you're unable to focus, take up the video lecture. So I had taken video lecture of YouTube videos of some faculties, and then just read through, just watched it, and so you just come into that audit wala environment. But try to cover some portion on that day. Then on the next day, first cover the remaining part of first two parts, like other topics and compliances wala portion, and then take up essays, because essays consume a lot of time. Say on that day after 5 you can take up essays, 5 or 7, or even after dinner if you could, it would be great. Then on the exam day, take up the amendments, RTPs, MTPs, suggested, all the technical words highlighted, all the important questions that you would have marked during your revisions. So try to cover those entire topics. So the next part is 15 minutes of exam. So I would tell you to go at least 5 minutes before the 15 minutes, or 20 minutes before 2 o'clock, or in your case 3 o'clock, and just settle down there, take a deep breath, and as soon as the paper comes, you will find MCQ paper is sealed. So just do those formalities, like write those roll numbers and all quickly, and jump on to the sixth question. Don't at all, not at all, to read the first question and MCQs first. Jump directly on the sixth question and come in the reverse way. Sixth, fifth, mark which question you're going to attempt first. Okay. If there are big questions or case study based questions, then directly read the required wala part in the first 15 minutes. So you'll get to know that this question is asked on which topic. So even if you are uncomfortable or unprepared for any one topic, you can leave it at first and then settle it on sometime later, because it happens when you are in such a flow. If you are starting with some topics or some questions which you have good practice on, or which you have good grip on, then automatically such questions you will get the answers of such questions for which you do not have such practice or knowledge, or even if you are unprepared, you will be able to answer those questions. Okay. So in my case, I had attempted MCQs at last, because my understanding was that if I start with MCQs, it would take really much time. So I had focused on theory 70 marks paper first. I had covered those entirely, and then I would suggest you to keep good 50 to 60 minutes for MCQs, because case study based MCQs are being asked, and the cases are so long, and that to the printed the print is very long, that the paper runs into pages and pages. So just what I would say is cover the MCQs at last, but keep appropriate time for reading those questions as well. While solving the MCQs, I would say start with the small MCQs first, which are easily readable, and you can just tick mark those, and what we can say, before giving the exact answer in the MCQ sheet, you can just mark it little tick mark besides that answer, whichever you want to write. It won't create a mess in the paper, because you will dark circle that MCQ and answer, and then you'll rub it off. It would really create a mess, so don't do it. First do it everything on the question paper, just in a small tick mark, or just don't do it like a big tick mark or so. But besides, you can do some working as well. And then finally, when you are confirm about the question, then only touch the answer sheet. Until and unless, I would not suggest to go to the answer sheet directly. Of course, time, you have to watch the time. If time is very less, then directly mark it on the answer sheet itself. For this practice, guys, I would definitely suggest you to write many question papers as much as possible, cover the latest RTPs, MTPs. So that's all from my side. And a pro tip that I'm going to share is about the presentation. I had not prepared much, because I had left with some aces, big standards on auditing, because of my dreadful SFM paper. And then I was very worried. So in the exam hall, whatever I had prepared for summary for standards, I read it in just 5-10 minutes. So still I was able to manage and get good marks. I would say I lost my exemption by 4 marks, but I know, because I scored very less in standards. But still, you can score well and get good marks because of presentation. This is the pro tip, that presentation matters the most. Even if you are unable to write something, present it well, okay? Present it in a way that it is appealable to the examiner, because he has to check n number of papers. Then why would he prefer or give marks for your paper? First one is legible handwriting. I'm not saying that write it very well. We have to write it very fast, so it might happen that handwriting is not much good, but it should at least be legible. Second thing is mention section numbers, clauses, then standards numbers perfectly. If you are like very well thorough with it, it would add some value to your answers. Third thing is mark the important points, mark the technical words, so that the examiner will understand that you understand the subject well. And managing all these things, make sure that you attempt 100% paper, because not only audit, you take up any paper, just aim to cover 100% of the paper with full presentation, appealable presentation, I would say. And don't miss on any of the question, okay? Because when we write 100 ka paper, we can at least aim for 50, and I am sure that you all must be aiming for exemptions and ranks. So just attempt 100% paper. I hope, guys, this is very helpful for you all, and I wish that everything goes well and you get very good marks, and take care in this pandemic. Do like, share and subscribe this channel, and share with most of the people. Also, let me know if you have any queries. I am active on Telegram, LinkedIn and Insta. I'll definitely revert you over there. I've dropped the links in the description box below. Thank you. Take care.